Hamilton Jet's blueArrow provides complete control of your vessel's propulsion system. The station control panel is the central hub for the system, linking the helm station to the water jet's engine and gearboxes. Its display provides a wide range of information about the status of the control system, including indicators for steering and astern deflector positions on each water jet unit and gearbox engagement. It also displays a range of alarm signals using both symbols and text alerts. The buttons at the bottom of the station control panel provide some key control features, including gearbox control and engine idle adjustments. The station control panel also includes a jog stick for backup control of the vessel should anything go wrong with the primary control system. Backup control is explained in more detail in the special features section of this user guide. The helm controls vessel heading and is used together with the dual lever control during normal vessel operation. Each lever controls the corresponding water jet's astern deflector, along with engine throttle for that driveline. The center position is marked with a detent and is called the zero speed position. Movement either side of zero speed position will raise or lower the deflector, while further movement in either direction will increase engine throttle. On blueArrow systems with twin lever controls, one set of levers will control the water jet's astern deflectors, while engine RPM is independently controlled with the other set of levers. For normal maneuvering control at low speed, the blueArrow control system uses the innovative mouse boat to provide intuitive control of steering, reverse, and engine throttle. The vessel will mimic movement of the mouse boat, allowing for very precise maneuvering control. The mouse boat also incorporates some fingertip control buttons, which are explained in more detail later in this user guide. Each control device has a take control button, which allows the operator to easily switch between using the helm and levers or the mouse boat. Small lights either side of the take control button indicate which control device is currently selected. To complete the blueArrow control system, demand signals from the helm station are sent to the jet interface module for steering and reverse control, and to the engine interface module, which controls engine throttle and the gearbox. To begin, turn on electrical power to the helm station. If your vessel has more than one helm station, ensure the station you are at currently is in control. If not, press one of the take control buttons on any of the helm devices. Ensure there are no warning icons displayed on the station control panel. If there are, refer to the troubleshooting section in the user guide booklet. All levers must be moved into the zero speed position. A detent in the lever movement indicates this position. Check gearboxes are disengaged and engine start icons are illuminated. Now you are ready to start your engines. Engage the gearboxes on both drivelines. If there is a warning alarm, ensure your levers are centered and zero your engine idle settings. Then engage the gearboxes. Be aware that holding down the gearbox engage buttons will initiate the backflush mode, which is used to clear blockages from the jet intake, and is indicated by a flashing gearbox icon. For more information on backflush and clearing blockages, refer to the blueArrow user guide booklet. We recommend using the mouse boat to maneuver your vessel out of its berth. Press the take control button on the mouse boat base. You will hear a double beep and see the lights indicating the mouse boat is now in control. To use the mouse boat, simply move the handpiece in the direction you wish your vessel to travel, ahead, astern or sideways, and rotate it to steer. Moving or turning the mouse boat further in the desired direction will increase boat speed in that direction. We'll look at advanced use of the mouse boat a bit later. Once you are clear of the dock, you should switch vessel control to your helm wheel and levers. Release the mouse boat handpiece, then check the helm wheel and levers are both in the center position. A crosshair icon will appear on the station control panel to indicate that control transfer is now allowed. Press the take control button on either the helm or levers. You will hear a double beep and see the lights indicating the helm wheel and levers are now in control of the vessel. With the levers centered, The water jet astern deflectors are positioned to equalize forward and reverse thrust. As you move the levers forward, the astern deflectors are raised. Now move both levers forward together to reach your desired boat speed. To slow down and stop the vessel, simply return both levers to the center position together. If necessary, apply a small amount of reverse lever to increase the rate of deceleration. Then return levers to center when forward motion has ceased. If you want to reverse your vessel using your helm wheel and levers, it is important to understand that a reversing jet boat will steer in the opposite sense to the way you are probably used to from propeller boats or your car. A good rule to remember is that the bow of the vessel will always turn in the direction you rotate the helm wheel. When returning to dock, pull both levers back to the desired engine throttle to slow the vessel and enter the harbour at low speed. As you approach your berth, take control with the mouse boat by returning the levers to central position and pressing the Take Control button on the mouse boat base unit. It is useful to understand that water jets provide several manoeuvring advantages when docking your vessel. One of the most useful of these is zero-speed turning, where the vessel can be rotated quickly without any ahead or astern movement. This can be achieved using either the mouse boat or the levers and helm wheel. Direct sideways tracking is also particularly useful when docking, a manoeuvre made very easy with the mouse boat. We strongly advise that unless you have experience operating a jet boat, use the mouse boat when reversing your vessel into a dock, rather than using the helm wheel and levers. Your vessel will simply mimic the mouse boat's movement, so it's much simpler and safer to use when manoeuvring in close quarters. To dock, rotate your vessel to the desired angle before moving into the berth. You can use the mouse boat to move your vessel sideways up against the dock, but be aware that the performance of your vessel going sideways will be affected by wind or current. Position your vessel alongside a dock, then push the mouse boat sideways in the appropriate direction, if necessary turning the mouse boat slightly to adjust heading in order to keep the hull parallel to the dock. It is important to remember that once your boat has some momentum, it will not simply stop moving once you release the mouse boat back to its central position. You need to provide some opposite thrust in order to halt the vessel's motion before returning the mouse boat to its central position. When your vessel is in the dock and secured, release the mouse boat, return all control levers to center, and disengage the gearboxes. When you are ready, you can then shut down the engines and turn off power to the blueArrow system. The idle speed of your engines can be adjusted using the RPM plus and minus buttons on the station control panel. This feature is useful when you need more responsive control at zero speed. Each time you press the button, your engine revs will increase or decrease incrementally. Or you can press and hold the button to speed up the step between increments. To return idle speed back to its default level, press the zero speed button on the station control panel. When traveling slowly, you can easily transfer between control devices by matching their positions. When the Control Transfer Allowed icon appears, you can switch between devices by pushing the relevant Take Control button. The plus and minus buttons on the mouse boat allow you to adjust your engine throttle while maneuvering to provide more power as the situation requires, such as when trying to move the vessel against a strong wind or current. The hold button can be used to lock the mouse boat's current settings to allow the skipper to release the handpiece if required. This can be particularly useful to hold the vessel against a dock. But remember, at no time should the skipper leave the bridge while the hold button is engaged. The hold button is released by either moving the mouse boat or pressing one of the mouse boat buttons. At cruise speed, you may want to synchronize the engine revs on both engines. To do this, ensure both throttle levers are in about the same position. Then press the RPM plus and RPM minus buttons on the station control panel at the same time. You will see the engine sync note appear on the LCD screen. Engine revs will stay synchronized, provided the throttle levers are moved together. It will be cancelled if the levers are separated, moved to low throttle, or if the two RPM buttons are simultaneously pressed a second time. If your boat is fitted with an autopilot system, it will be linked into the blueArrow waterjet and engine controls. When you activate the autopilot, you will see the helm station and control icon disappear and the autopilot engaged message appear on the LCD screen. You can release the autopilot by deactivating it or by pressing any of the take control buttons on any of the control input devices. If for any reason the blueArrow control system fails under normal operating conditions, you should still be able to drive the boat safely and return to the dock using the backup system. It is also important you test the backup control system regularly before operating the vessel to ensure it is functioning correctly. To activate backup controls, press the backup button on the station control panel. You will hear a short alarm sound and see an alarm message on the LCD screen. Press the cancel button to remove the alarm icon. In backup mode, you use the jog stick to control forward and reverse motion and steering, while the RPM plus and minus buttons adjust vessel speed. Move the jog stick in each direction and look at the position indicators on the LCD screen to confirm correct movement of the steering and reverse. Note that the steering will automatically return to a head position when the jog stick is released, but the reverse deflector will remain in the set position. You can return the reverse deflectors to the central position by pressing the 0 speed button while watching the LCD screen to confirm the deflector has returned to the 0 speed position. Check that engine throttles respond correctly when you press the RPM plus and minus buttons. Once the system has been tested, or to return to normal operating mode, make sure throttle levers are in the idle position. Then press the take control button on the control device that is flashing.